Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Witch Queen, the last weeks of Season of Plunder intel. And this week's Nightfall is the LIGHTBLADE strike once again. This is definitely the hardest strike in the current Nightfall rotation. It's actually the last strike I need to complete in order to gild my Conqueror Seal. If you can complete this strike this week, you will earn yourself either a Mindbender's Ambition shotgun or the Horror's Lease pulse rifle. Now, I say Horror's Lease because there was an exchange of those two weapons a few weeks ago, so I'm not totally sure which one is going to be dropping, maybe both. If you can complete the strike at the Grandmaster level, you will earn yourself the Adept version of either one of these weapons. And though I might not have completed my Conqueror Seal yet, I certainly have all the tips, tricks, glitches, and cheeses that you can use in this strike, and there's going to be one major one that we're going to be focusing on that I've sort of waited most of the season to talk about until we had this strike once again, because I really think this is the kind of glitch that you should only use when it's absolutely necessary, and when it comes to the LIGHTBLADE, well, it is. So in a previous video, I had shown you a skip for sort of the first major ad room. This allowed you to get up and over the barrier behind the room. Now, though there might be some advantage to actually getting up on top, where you see me there, and basically dealing with all the ads in that room from up there, I have to say, getting there and jumping over and leaving your two teammates, if you are doing this in a group, it's a little bit mean. And though you can get the joining allies, it's really only best used if you're doing a flawless run. Now, the next glitch that I would suggest maybe using, that I did talk about also in a previous video, was this one. This is the glitch where you can actually jump across all the treetops. That's for the moth area. Now, the moth area is probably the most difficult, if not the most annoying part of this strike. I would say maybe the boss is actually the toughest, but that area really stops a lot of fire teams in their tracks. So if you can get across on the top of the trees, you won't get the Weight of Darkness. And then once you're through the final portal, the Weight of Darkness disappears. So your teammates could essentially just hang out, wait for you to get across, and then run across without Weight of Darkness, which makes the whole thing a lot easier. I've also seen people bring sparrows with them into that area because the sparrows don't take Weight of Darkness. But there's actually another glitch that I think is probably best used in that area, if not wherever you want in this particular strike, that we will talk about in a second. But I just wanted to cover those two things. Like I said, I had talked about them in a previous video. The first one, getting over the wall out of bounds, like I said, is really only good if maybe you're doing a solo run or maybe you're just going for a flawless run. I feel like if you did a solo run and you jumped out of there, you might just get caught out of bounds. So only really do it if you've done this a few times and you just want to experiment. Now, this area is also very difficult. We were using invis hunters for most of this, but just run underneath. A lot of people don't realize you can actually stand on the ledges on either side. So just stand on the middle instead of standing on the boat as it goes through. Just go to the right side or the left side. It'll help you avoid most of the ads. And now on to the big thing. Now, like I said, this glitch, it's a little bit, well, it's the kind of thing that I really don't actually like is in the game. Though I can see it's a good thing to have, but it's one of those really over-the-top glitches. So, though this has been around for a little bit, and I have talked about it maybe once or twice before, I would not encourage doing this too much, because who knows, if Bungie's paying attention or not. But for the LIGHTBLADE, if you're just trying to get it done for your Conqueror Seal, or you're just trying to get, an Adept piece of loot, why not? So this is the Rejoining Allies glitch. Now, if you didn't know, because of disconnection, Bungie instituted a way to actually rejoin your fire team if, for example, you're doing a Grandmaster strike and you get disconnected. What this allows you to do is essentially rejoin your allies right where you were disconnected, and you'll be able to actually respawn yourself into the game. It doesn't cost you a life. It's a really great feature, and I'm actually glad Bungie did it. But we can actually take full advantage of this, where in the situation like you see here, where my fire team member, shout out to Ducky, and myself have died. Our other fire team member, Dirt, is way in the back and can't really help us, and certainly shouldn't anyway, because it's just going to put him in more danger. And you'll see Ducky's node disappear. Now, in this clip, we were on Xbox, but can this be done on all consoles and PC? Yes, it can. Simply go to whatever the desktop is of whatever you're using to load up the game, and quit the game from there. So on Xbox, I would just go back to my Xbox home screen, and then I would quit Destiny. Then restart the game. Sign into the same character, although you don't really need to. You can actually sign into, I think, a different character if you wanted. You actually also can switch your loadouts a little bit. But as soon as you rejoin into the game, you will get a prompt asking you to rejoin the last activity you were in. You'll be able to rejoin, you won't lose a revive, and you'll be able to respawn yourself and come back in and revive your teammates. Now, this is great for a number of reasons. One, you don't lose lives. Two, you can switch your loadout and possibly, though don't quote me, even the class you're using, so even your character, if you're quick enough, of course. The next thing is that even if you run out of lives, or you go past, this is of course if you're doing it at Grandmaster, past the allotted time in order to be able to revive, you can still use this. So when somebody on your team dies, say you're an hour into a Grandmaster strike, it's taking a long time, LIGHTBLADE can. You die, you don't have any more revives left. You can use this, just have your teammates hide, go to your home screen, quit the game, rejoin, and you'll be able to actually come back in with a full life without actually having to revive. And, well, you won't leave your teammates a man down. Now, of course, this doesn't always work if you're doing it solo, though it can, I feel. I haven't really tested it that much, but it's a very strong glitch. So use it in good health and don't overuse it. But this week, I do think it's going to be necessary. Now for the boss, there's another like aggro glitch that you can use, which is really the best way to actually fight the boss, as the boss roams around but has different phases, damage phases, that you have to push it through in order to get the adds to spawn in. But while the boss is out there, best to have a hunter if you have one, but have someone on your fire team gain the aggro of the boss and then jump back and forth from the outer circle ledge to the inner middle platform, jumping down to the floor and then back up to the platform and then vice versa. This will cause the boss to chase that person. They'll continually jump down onto the ground and then back up onto either the middle platform or the ledge on the side, thus negating their ability to fire or do damage, though you can continue to shoot at them. Hopefully it won't take you too long to complete that, doing it this way, but it will. I'm going to warn you. The other thing you can do is you can actually hide up on the ledges that are on the top circles on the outside in order to, well, mitigate a little bit of the aggro that you might gain from the boss, or possibly the adds when the champions spawn in. Though I wouldn't recommend staying there if a champion is, say, right beneath you. But if the boss is directly beneath you, you can sort of avoid their wrath by jumping up on the ledges on the outer ring right above, essentially right above where I'm standing right there. I've noticed that if you actually do damage to the boss when you're out of eye shot of them, by simply bouncing in my case, a grenade launcher off of a wall versus hitting them directly, the boss just stayed put. So that might be something you want to consider. Maybe once the hunter that you're using to jump back and forth between the platforms gets a good deal of aggro, have them just hide on the top upper ledge, and then do damage to them by maybe bouncing a grenade launcher off of a wall, and just have them stay put. That might be a little bit too complicated to really describe, but it has worked in the past. I don't know how well it'll work on Grandmaster. Now, as you can see here, I actually did just get disconnected from the game, but it was a great example, seeing as how I'm describing the rejoining allies glitch, of how it actually works. I was disconnected. I didn't actually, of course, have to go back to my Xbox home screen. I was just put in the Destiny loading screen, and I was able to reselect my character, come back in, and rejoin my allies. It's the exact same thing if you do it intentionally, meaning you just quit the game and then rejoin. You'll see the exact same sequence of events. It will take a little bit longer, of course, so make sure that your teammates are prepared to hold out for as long as they can if that is something you're doing. But that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell, the post notification, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. If you've watched to this point in the video, please leave a hashtag LIGHTBLADE, or a hashtag GRANDMASTER, or a hashtag WitchQueen, or a hashtag Season of Plunder in the comments section down below. That'll give you another entry into the next giveaway that I do on this channel every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. All those other things that I just mentioned, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, following, and subscribing, all do the same thing. So it's just for another entry. And of course, I do the secret hashtag at the end of every video, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. And once more, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you next time. Good luck this week. It's going to be a tough one. Little.